guys, Stealth here. It's time to deal with some zombies again. It's the same deck that I encountered last episode, and that episode I was using a Eurocorps Armored deck, which I gotta say performed rather well, up until the point where I got completely overwhelmed and lost my forces. I think that's the first time I actually lost to the zombies. Now, considering that I'm dealing with a Red Dragon coalition, I thought it might be fair to go up against those guys with South Korea. Now, I'm not going to go over the zombie deck, because that deck is exactly the same, but my zombie defense forces deck is slightly different. I have, of course, the usual selection of logistics vehicles. I have KAFV 4050s with grenade launchers. Very high amount of ammo on these things, 1200 rounds. They have a little bit of armor, but I'm mostly going to use these to suppress the infantry. I have 32 Jigsa Hwagiban, which carry the recoilless rifle. Decent against the vehicles, decent against the infantry. They are going to chew through my supplies pretty quickly, but I get a lot of fobs anyway, so that shouldn't be a problem. No support units, I decided to completely go without these. A couple of tanks. I went with the M48 A5K WRSA. Not a great vehicle, but it should be well enough. And in case I'm dealing with heavier tanks, which I absolutely will, I got the K1, which is basically your M1. Couple of reconnaissance units, KAFV90, very nice gun on these things, I gotta say that. 13 armor penetration, very good accuracy, medium stealth, which means that they are probably going to be able to at least survive for a little while. And finally the Fiat 6616, which again carries a grenade launcher and an autocannon. I don't get that many of these, but considering that I get 4 times the amount of forces that the enemy does, I should still have access to 32 of these things. Vehicles, KM132, Napalmer, and of course the Hellcat, the M18. Not a great vehicle by any extent, but they are cheap, they have a decent rate of fire, they carry 27 rounds, of which they have a 50% accuracy, so I can expect about 13 to 14 hits, depending on the range. And with these, I should have plenty, famous last words, should have plenty, to defend straight to the point. I went for the small version of the map, and it's going to be interesting. Here we go. Alright, first order of business, set up defenses and go for offense right now. I want to be able to secure this bridge, and by doing so I hope to be able to maintain income from Alpha, Foxtrot and possibly Hotel. Which means I basically have to defend this bridge, this little town, meaning this bridge, and if I could do it, get a little bit of a foothold in Fox, although against the onslaught of the enemy, that might not be the easiest thing. First off, get some command vehicles deployed. First off, one in the main zone. I do have a secondary income zone, which is Hotel. If all else fails, I can retreat to Hotel. It's not ideal, but it might be slightly easier to defend than Gulf. I'm also going to slap down some fobs. Let's make sure I have enough supplies. Now, last time around, those fobs did get attacked rather quickly. And I think I lost about 20,000 supplies because fobs got destroyed while they weren't empty yet. Now, as for my defenses, I'm going to try to rush this position. It's not going to be easy, because the enemy is going to come at me with way more forces than I can possibly field. Look at that, 128 recoilless rifle troops and 84 Sochong Su-85s. Still, against a determined enemy, with a lot of tanks, it is not going to be a cakewalk by any means of imagination. Sorry, by any stretch of the imagination. Get some KM132s in there for the napalm. I'm immediately going to send them some cargoes, because you never know. So that's that defense. That is that covered. Now, of course, if I can defend this zone over here, that would be ideal, because it means I don't have to spread out defenses there, there, and there. So in order to do that, I'm going to need some more vehicles, and this time it's going to be tanks doing that. I think the shortest route to get there is still over this bridge, so this road. So let's field some K1s, get ready on the heavy armor or anti-armor front. And some M48A5s. They are, of course, going to need their own reconnaissance units, and let's give them another recon. And we're off. Alright, head over there. You guys, head over there. CV to capture that zone. And I had another CV in here somewhere. You're gonna go over here. That should still give me plenty CVs, right? Not really. Okay, change of plans. Go to Foxtrot. Foxtrot is way more important because it gives me way more income. And I can always deploy a CV there later. Of course, my wheeled resupply trucks are faster than my other wheeled units. I'm not really too sure. Or sorry, my tracked units. I forgot that these things were tracked, not wheeled. Get over there. 65 points. Now, the next order of business is to field another CV, capture Hotel or Echo. Echo would be better for the income. But getting from Gulf all the way to Echo, as opposed to going from Hotel to Echo, it saves you a lot of time. If I can bring them in from Echo, Hotel to Echo. All of these zones. Very confusing. There. +6 now. +8. Oh dear. You guys sure get here fast. It's just a bunch of transports. For now. Whoa, where are you guys heading? You're gonna capture Hotel? Well, that would be problematic, wouldn't it? If they actually make it to Hotel and start to deploy units from pretty much inside my flank, I'm gonna be in a world of hurt. These recoilless rifles have to be able to neutralize these guys before they manage to neutralize my flank. KM-132 decides to put them on fire. Doesn't really impress them too much, it seems, though. There, that's them down. First couple of kills. Now, my transports are going to have to intercept this zone ASAP. Now is a very good time to get these guys deployed. KM-132. Do your napalm thing. Of course, my vehicles, as well as my infantry, are already taking fire here. Oh shit, they captured Hotel. Which means I can expect to see forces spawning there as well, which is something I had absolutely not expected. These guys have to be able to find those units fast, or it's not even gonna matter. Oh right, they have mortars. Yeah, about that. I forgot about that. Apparently the zombies now know how to do amphibious operations as well. Although mostly the sinking part, not really the floating part. Kill it. No idea how many units they've already spawned here. If it's a high number, it's gonna be very painful. Deploy some tanks here. Send over a Nook. Get these guys some reinforcements, because at least one of these squads has taken a lot of fire already. Oh shit, son. We have spotted the enemy. But we have a secret weapon. Hellcats. And just hope that they're going to be performing as well as... Holy shit. Anthill, anyone? Like, what the hell? T-62s. But in huge numbers. God, I cannot stay here like that. There's just... no. What I could try is to burn this bridge. Or at least put the whole thing on fire and hope that the units that are crossing through take damage as they move over the bridge. But I'm thinking that these tanks are not going to be overly impressed by that offensive. The K1s are arriving, but it's about 2 K1s versus... I'm not even going to start counting those tanks. I may want to move this Chinook away for now. Yeah, I don't see a good defense going up there. Let's try it again here. Maybe South Korea was not really the best option, or my battle plan is completely flawed. I don't really care whichever one it is, but it is causing me a lot of problems in my defenses. At least this flank is holding pretty well. Those T-62s are not even returning fire. Yeah, could you give that back? That's not yours. Oh, hello. Of course, my wonderful patents don't have the ability to fire on the move. Because when they were created, stabilizers didn't exist back then. Let's get my kittens to join. Oh, shit, son. Yeah, I don't think that K1s are really gonna stand up to that for a long time. Anyway, these things have 10 foot armor. What's the firepower on my K? Yeah, not really. Not really. Or should I say, really not gonna happen. Come on, Hellcats. Make me proud, guys. Move to an offload. Great, they already destroyed one of the transports. If I'm just gonna field tank on tank, I don't see that working out very well. Even a bunch of K1s is gonna be problematic because they're gonna be too expensive. Not only that, but I'm being overwhelmed. This is not going well. Even a bunch of Hellcats is not going to stop this flood. Anyway, this was 10 foot alarm. My Hellcats have a penetration of 6. Never mind, Hellcats are no good here. Yeah, this entire flank's going to fall. Get out! This is never going to work, is it? Not unless I get some sort of serious air power going up. Yeah, I'm sorry, South Korea, but I don't think that you're going to be too capable in defending this onslaught. The only thing I could hope for right now is to get enough forces concentrated around Gulf to last for 32 minutes. Basically, hold out and hope for the best. And my income of 9 points is gonna start to go down very soon. Because this CV is gonna be the first to get killed off. Especially if it gives the position away. Next is probably gonna be Alpha. Which means they're gonna also come over this bridge. May want to put some forces there. I haven't even fielded those Sochong-Sus, but there was no real need for that yet. Here they come. Looks like T-62s, yep. The good thing is that they have terrible optics, only poor. Let's see if I can... Oh, no, I cannot hide. Nope, hiding's no good. Not even close. What do we have going on? Yep, CV's down. That much I knew. Here come the ATS-103s. Look at that. I may need to refield this match and use naval units instead. Because the current units are not really going to work out, are they? I'm considering fielding some recoilless rifle troops here. What's your line of fire? Pretty good. Your rate of fire at 9 rounds a minute isn't bad either. It seems that the bad guys are first starting to clear up this flank. It's not a bad plan. Here we go. Here come the T-62Ds. Why are you still coming from that direction? If it's not going to be all of those units, it's going to be the mortars that kill me eventually. The good thing is that I massively outrange these guys by 300 meters. Here's the thing though, if those recoilless rifles fire, they have the range to fire, but these T-62s are going to be in range soon. Yeah, they are already. I think they just don't know where I am. I cannot imagine that lasting for very long. Alright, let's set up a secondary defense there. Oh crap, I may have been a bit late with that. They got 7 rounds left, 5 rounds, 9 rounds, and 10 rounds. It's just that these things are not very accurate. Well, 60% isn't bad, based on a base accuracy of 40. They're getting closer. How much damage do you do? 13. Why are these tanks not going down? Maybe because they're just not hitting shit. That could be a probable explanation. Look at that. These things just keep absorbing the damage. We're firing heat or something. Yeah, we're firing heat. That explains it. Hold. Yeah. AI does not care about logistics. Capturing is not in their dictionary. Or battle plan or... Oh, hello. Oh well. Just keep going. Imagine it's all a bad dream. And keep driving. CV lost in hotel. Hotel is going to be the next sector to fall. I'm very sorry about those guys, but I'm not going to stay close to them. And could you keep your paws off of my CV? That would be absolutely wonderful. Get out! Yeah, I'm outranging them, but not by much. And they're being pursued by what seems to be a transport. What's the range on these things? 550 kilometers. So their autonomy is perfect. Alright, captured the zone. Those T-62s are not going to take prisoners. You guys are amphibious, right? Yeah, okay, use that. Put up another unit there. Come on. Crap. Hold on for 26 minutes. I already lost one complete squad here. They are never going to stop a bunch of T-62s. Especially not for a longer period of time. Get out. Let's send over some of these Hellcats here. There's my surviving K1. It seems like he took a shot to the flank, considering the amount of hit points he lost. Down to 3 points of income. That's not good. Shit. They got it. And by now, these guys are again just floating across from one side to the next, which makes this defense all the more difficult. I have to try and reclaim this zone. Complicated as it is, I cannot really survive on 3 points of income. That's something I learned last time, the hard way. At least this sector is being smashed by my K1s. They're doing a fantastic job. Let's put a Chinook here. Use it as a sort of... oh dear. Mortar fire. Use it as a sort of bridge. And we're just going to float this area with grenade launchers and RPGs. Did I say float? I mean flood. Jesus, Stealth, what's going on with your English today? They have captured hotel. We can expect more units to come in soon. Something that I just noticed right now is that I don't have any I don't have any actionable recon on this flank. I'm gonna put a Fiat for good optics. How are you guys still alive? Seriously, you should be dead. The amount of power or amount of damage that you are taking, you should not be able to stand up for that for very long. Not with, what is it, 2 armor. And especially not against a T-62. Yeah, this is working as intended. I can now refill the Chinook from my fob. And I can use the Chinook to refuel and refill even the most out-of-range K1 here. Thing is, though, it seems that I'm mostly dealing with infantry. So it's time to get the firewall ready. The actual firewall. Lost a couple of M18s. Come on, panicked as you are, we have to keep moving. Also got units coming from the right flank right now. Unsurprisingly, but no less lethal. Bloody hell. All they have to do really is push with all of these T-62s. But they're out of fuel. Interesting. Is that really a 550 kilometer drive? I doubt that. They must have taken some sort of weird route logic. Because that is not that far. Let's do a bunny hop defense. Mortars coming in again. You can shoot at my K1s all day. They are not going to really care. Although actually, I think mortars killed at least a few of my Leclerc last time around. Could you fucking not? Send over 1 expeditionary K1. You guys can just look at the vehicle all day, but I think it would be much more useful if you could actually kill it. Just saying. Yeah, these things, unlike my tanks, are not really good at defending against artillery strikes. Do you have any tanks here? Not too many. Let's put up the firewall. Let's get this thing fixed up. It's gonna need a bit of help. You're amphibious, right? Yeah, 33. 33 kph, I mean. Whoa! What killed you? Yeah, this is a problem. They keep getting panicked. A lot of fire going in, but mostly infantry. Maybe I'm better off sending a KM-132 to this flank as well. These buildings are, on the one hand, very useful for my defense. But they're now actually hampering my defense, because I cannot get a line of sight at those T-62s. What's the range? About 3,000. Alright, we're gonna dash out. There's another M18. Prioritize T-62. Whoa, you want to cross the bridge? You sure about that? That's a bit risky at this point. What I mostly want to kill off are those T-62s, because with those out of the way, I might actually be able to field some of those napalm launchers. Or napalm things. There it is. That's going to make life a lot more difficult for them. It would be ideal if I could push back. This K1 is just merely picking off targets as they come closer. But I don't think he has the firepower to do that all on his own. He's going to need a bit of a hand. Where is my... Oh, he died. Okay. Crap. Re-engage. Great. So much for my napalm thrower. I might actually be able to survive for another 18 minutes. Or 19, really. Echo secured. What's Echo? All the way over there, no problem. I guess these are tanks. Oh, they're transports. These are in fact tanks. No fuel remaining. Good. They're not going to come close. Alright, enough for the adventure. Pull back, get fixed up. 3 Sochongsus against 23 Bongongsu. I don't think so. Sorry, Bochongsu. No, I did push them back. But I don't really have the amount of income to push them out of Alpha, or at least not yet. Let's move up a little bit more. And I'm going to try to do an amphib approach here. Try to capture these buildings by using some KAFV 4050s. And use my K1s as backup, fire support. This thing has 32 rounds. This thing has 12 rounds. This is my K1 that's been around here for the longest period of time. Right, could you stop mortaring my forces? That'd be wonderful. Send 2 K1s over towards the north. A multitude of targets. Get off my beach. Thank you. Let's field 2 more. Again, mortar fire coming in. Those mortars are apparently floating. Is my CV amphibious by any chance? Yes, it is. That's useful. You're almost out of ammo. Get back here. Right, so by now my defense here has been reduced to 4 K1s. But so far, I seem to be able to manage with 4 K1s. There's another one down. Here's my amphib force getting ready to go. K1 here taking a bit of mortar fire. Not as much as last time, I feel. Last time around it was a lot worse with the amount of mortars that was being brought into the field. Right, 3, 4, 5 units. That should be close enough. Barely. 1 fob is almost out. There. Go grab some ammo. And I'll see you back very soon. Alright guys. I know that my tanks are not exactly float capable, but my infantry is. Of course I have no reconnaissance here. I realize that. I'm going to have to do without. Fox. Yep, no surprise there. Even capturing Alpha would almost double my income at this stage. Those mortars have to go. They don't do a lot of damage, but they stun my forces, meaning that they pretty much achieve the same result of not being able to fire. If only I could deploy a bridge here, that would be excellent. Keep moving. Those things are remarkably sturdy for an AA gun. 6 frontal armor. Basically an assault gun. Oh, hello. I hadn't expected you here, really. Doesn't mean I cannot kill you, though. There's the mortars. I have range, which is... how shall I put this? I suppose gravely insufficient would be the right term. Capture these structures. You know what? You guys are amphibious. How much fuel do you have left? About 3/4 of your main tank. That should be enough. Go kill me some mortars. For now, they seem to be going for my units over there. Mostly the vehicles, not the infantry. I'm relocating 2 tanks. Trying to bring in a CV. This might be the new wave coming up. Multitude of targets. Grenade launcher and accuracy of 16%. Yeah, that's never going to work, is it? I believe, though, that there's... Yeah, that's exactly what I was worried about. There's still Zanshi over here. And possibly more. Right flank is holding. I'm not sure what they're doing, but they seem a bit quiet today. It's like they're not being as aggressive as they usually are. Which I don't mind by any chance, or... It's just unexpected, really. Let's get you over there. Nice, killed the infantry inside as well. Those mortars, I haven't heard from those in a while. They might be out of ammo. This cargo is sent over to resupply the K1. Because this thing can definitely use some more main shells. Nope, not a CV, just another cargo. 12 rounds, 14, 15, 16, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, and he's out. You're gonna take the farthest away fob. You wanna get out of here. K1s. Alright, I'm pushing them back. Could I do the same thing with Foxtrot? Probably. Probably. I can still float across from there to there, capture these buildings, and try to again float a CV over. But my resupply line for my tanks and other vehicles is going to get longer. Especially for the cargoes. The Chinooks can fly over, but they are also more expensive. They're a way bigger investment. Let's send over some more tanks. Gotta say, I might as well not use the M48A5 next time around, because they are absolutely pointless. Speed this up a little, see if they're gonna do anything at all. Let's get another amphib group ready. These guys are amphibious as well. Just don't think they're as useful as my grenade launchers right now. Cargo, move over. Some more infantry. Oh, they are pushing on this flank. I should keep them occupied for a while. Let's use whatever KAFV I have left to transport some troops across. Sometimes the infantry takes a really long way around the structures. It just does not make any sense. Alright, K1's across, M48, A5 across, group across, and oh, I may need to do this at normal speed. I cannot have these things drown. That would be really, really sad to see. It would not be for lack of trying, though. My tanks here are really close to the combat. Alright, just use the bridge. You still need your infantry here. And it seems that I stirred up some mortars. And then some. Give me a CV here. We may actually be getting some action this time around. Those cargoes... Actually, let's resupply the cargoes over here from a Chinook. Bloody hell. These KAV... There's a lot of infantry here. Are these tanks, by any chance? No, just transports. Okay. Score me some mortars. Let's move you guys up. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Neutralize my infantry before they're in the building. Well, you're doing a pretty damn good job at it, I gotta give you that much. Offload. The infantry's gonna have to walk. My CV is getting close, but actually getting it to a position where it's going to be able to do anything or capture a structure, that's something entirely different. We have a mortar there. That's one of my KAFVs going down. This thing is taking a lot of fire. Could you just stop mucking about and actually land? That would be wonderful. Thank you. K1. Because these things are about to run out of everything. Lots of infantry coming this way. They're now outmanned 10-1. I lost a K1, damn it. CV. That's close enough. The rest of you, I'm sorry I don't have a transport, you're just gonna have to walk. For now. I don't even think it's those tanks doing me, I think it's the mortars. Oh, there's another K1 down. It's the infantry. The infantry is what's currently killing me. Because of those short-range RPG-7s. Now the good news is I know that I'll survive. I'm just not sure if I can deal with all of these guys. Oh, in the meanwhile, there's still a lot of forces over here. I suppose Hellcats aren't amphibious, are they? Yeah, not really. These things are. Yeah, that's close enough. Let's get these things rearmed. That's the most important thing. You know what? I'm just gonna land my Chinook here. It's a big risk. Jeez, I got 40 Sochong Sus in this building. What's the range? 850. They are only slightly out of range of my CV, but not by much. So much for my logistics. Oh, I might have to surrender this position again. Oh god, I should really teach you guys exactly what I want you to do and where I want you to drive. Most importantly, how I want you to get there. This K1 is toast. I got about 40, 80, 110. Yeah, I got a bit too many of those infantry units coming up. Got a fresh K1. So much for my Nook. Glad it didn't explode too big. That would have been a bigger issue. The more fireworks those things put up, the worse it is for me. Oh god. Guys, seriously. Just go across. Those M18s though, getting those across is going to be a real pain. Okay, screw it, I'm out of here. Because at this stage, I don't even have enough forces to defend this bridge anymore. Send over some more resupply troops. I got a lot of units over there. M18s here. Oh, that's a K1. Whoops. Yeah, that fob's empty. These K1s, same deal. They're empty. Can't have that. Oh, I got a spare K1 here. That's nice. The CV a little bit further back. Look at that. Even the CV is starting to run out of ammo. Talk about you know you're screwed when. This tank is going to need a lot of help. Alright, 45 seconds. It doesn't really matter now. You know what, let's just speed this up. Get these guys back a bit. Get the M18s forward. Screw it, last second dash. Not you though. Not you. That's it. Whew, okay, I had not expected that result really. I thought that I would do worse, especially seeing how the start of the battle went. I mean, I lost a lot of forces initially, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. But of course, I'm very interested to see what your opinion on the game is, so let me know in the comments what you think about this game. And I'm going to be moving on to the next one. It's going to be US air operations, and mostly US air, against this same deck, because this deck seems to really be challenging. And maybe I'm going to bring in some ships too, we'll see. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.